Hey guys, it's Audra and welcome back to 365 Projects. This is Brady. He's feeling super needy right now, even though he has gotten everything that he has wanted today. So, I know that I am super late to the party for the stay-at-home reading rush, posting my tag and my TBR. So we're just going to do that now because it is 6:30 on Friday night and I haven't had time because teaching during COVID-19 is harder than ever. So let's get into the first question. How is your reading going while staying at home? Um, well, the first week it did not go. The second week did not go either. I've had to figure out things that work for me to turn my brain off and on for reading. And so I have figured out that either it's got to be an audiobook while I am doing a puzzle or sewing and making a quilt, or putting audio on with a Calm app and like doing like water sounds. Then I am also able to read. But just reading, whether it's quiet inside and actually listening to Spike's Tank right here, that doesn't work as it normally would. And so that's what we're working with. As much like ambience of a sound to get me to read, whatever. We're making it work. Where have you been reading at home? I am usually back at the table doing puzzles and listening to audiobooks until 1 o'clock in the morning. I lay on the couch to read, if the weather is nice, but recently, the last week, the weather has tanked again and it's super cold, but otherwise I would love to be out on the balcony reading out there. The best book that I have read during isolation, I finished Beartown and Us Against You, I believe, and I've talked about that in a video before. So I'm going to go with the book I just finished, which was my reread of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Very good. Even the second time around, still got 5 stars. The audiobook is fantastic. Everybody's talked about that. It's just like a documentary. It is about a Hollywood actress from long ago who has aged and is now telling her story of the true love of her life and the 7 husbands she had along the way to finding that true love. So that's probably my favorite. What is your favorite feel-good book? I have not been able to really think of one. The one that I am most excited to come back to for the Asian Readathon next month is going to be the books that came before Something About Sweetie by Sandhya Menon. And so I believe it was just a feel-good story. I love the characters and I can't wait to get back to reading more from the ones that came first. The next question is a book you wish you could borrow from the library or buy. I think I'm going to go with Renee Watson's new book that is coming out here in the next couple weeks. It's called Ways to Make Sunshine, and it is her first middle grade book, so I cannot wait to get my hands on that one. The next one is an author you want to shout out during this time, so I'm going to go with Renee Watson. Everything that she has written is pure and solid gold, and I love her work. And the last question on the tag is what you plan on reading for your TBR. And so I've obviously already started these books, and I wanted to keep with books I already kind of had on my TBR, at least one of them. And so I ended up picking books that are both like political in theme, which is definitely different from things I normally pick out, but they are also diverse reads. So they are YA. The first one is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Finally getting around to this one. It is a male-male romance between the first son of the President of the United States and the Prince of England. I will be using this book to complete the challenges of A Place You Wish You Could Go, because they do go to England. Even at the beginning of the story, they are at a wedding in England and something crazy happens to make the headlines, and so I would love to go there someday, not any day soon, but someday. But then also it would count for the book that will make you smile, because I feel like this is just going to be a feel-good, beachy read, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. All right. And the other book that I'm going to read was not on my monthly TBR, but kind of fit well with the prompts and then the, like I said, political theme. And that is Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertelli and Aisha Saeed. And so this meets the challenge of house on the cover because there's like they're in front of the different doors because they are canvassing together for a Democratic candidate. And then the other challenge is reading a book in the same place. So I'm listening to this one purely through audio and I'm reading this physically. So purely through audio is when I sit at the table and I work at a puzzle until the middle of the night, or I am sewing and I have my headphones in, and so kind of sitting over at the table. But honestly, our living room, kitchen, dining room is all one big room, so we'll make it work. So these are just the two books that I plan on reading for the stay-at-home reading rush. I hope that I can get through both of them, but if not, that's okay too. I have some time before I need to get to all the other books that I would like to read for this month. And so with that, that is all I have for my tag and TBR for the stay-at-home reading rush. I wasn't planning on doing any vlogging because we are still working for the first couple days, and then it's the weekend and we're all confined and staying at home. However, it sounds like we may go kayaking tomorrow and go to the lake following obviously social distancing protocols at a very rural, out in the middle of nowhere lake with just us and enjoying the day. So there may be a montage kind of thing that I could do with that. We'll see. I make no promises, and you know how it goes over here. So anyways, I would love to hear what you're reading down below for the stay-at-home reading rush and what you have enjoyed during the quarantine. All right, so until next time, bye guys.